and welcome back to another episode of our Scottish Empire campaign. Now, I just did a few bit of end turns just to, deal with some administrative stuff. We're besieging Corn. We got this small other army moving south to reinforce them. Cairo did end up with a civil revolt, which is not ideal, but it's fine. So this army now is going to go besiege Jerusalem. However, there is another option. This. It appears that I thought they'd be really wishing for a ceasefire, but it appears otherwise. Who knows, maybe eventually they'll want peace. But for now, I'm just going to try and take Corn. We did manage to take Riga. Basically what I did was my general ran out. He drew 500 men away from the city, dashed back in, and took the square for the required time, which was pretty useful. But yeah, that's basically where we're at. We've taken Riga, we're besieging Caen. Cairo did revolt, however, our empire's not in a horrible place. I mean, at least we're making money for now. Milan? Do they have something to say? Let's see. Nope. English have got a navy moving south. The Egyptians appear to be going to reinforce Jerusalem. I mean, I do have an army on the way, because I wish to take it. It doesn't appear to be massively well defended, though, so I'm not too worried. I think we should be able to take it with the army we have. Our queues have stalled. We did build some walls.
Get ashore now.
And we're going to reinforce that general's army there. And we can just auto-resolve, taking Caen. There we go.
Well done,
right.
A noble victory for Scotland.
It is a noble victory. But we need to use the money wisely to make sure we don't go bankrupt in the future. Because that is where it looks like our empire's heading.
We will receive you at all, infidel. Peace and farewell.
Okay. Novgorod, not the happiest. Train one unit of town militia in there. That's all they're going to get. I'm going to convert this to a Mott and Bailey. That's what I want to do. And we need to build things that make us money, really. Like roads. Like, for example, these. That will increase our trade. Corn. Just repairing stuff. I don't want to train anything, really. Because that's not really going to be my priority. Anywhere else we can improve the infrastructure. Honestly, all we can really try to get is roads. Better roads everywhere. But it doesn't seem to really be available. I think that's the best use of our money. I'm fine with how that's going. Gonna end turn. We've got our merchant here heading south to Dongola, which is the rebel settlement way far south below Cairo, where I'd imagine there are some good trade resources. I saw some ivory there, which is one of the best trade resources in the game. Milan.
We come bearing word.
They offer trade rights. I'm just gonna not pay. I mean, you see there, you didn't need to pay for those trade rights, so that's good. Caen is under siege, which is slightly annoying. However, we do have an army nearby, which should be useful for that. Egypt besieging Baghdad. I mean, they're not really doing much else that's especially threatening. There again, moving that general, he's going back, and he's come back out. Not sure what he's doing. Portuguese princess up there, Riga, has been converted to a Mott and Bailey castle. I'm not sure what those rebels are doing. Okay. Another general. Where is he? Apparently we've got a mission to blockade Alexandria. Here is that general. I don't really need him to do too much. We retrain a few things. Novgorod barely not rioting, but it's good.
Aye.
This army has a merchant in it who is going to head to northern Italy.
Aye, Lord.
And this army is just going to kind of
Move out.
wait
We march no
to
further
see if
today.
all the troops go out of
You are
Rennes
not my leader.
south so we can
Come and
take
get
it.
me, you coward.
Not much going on in our empire. What do we need to do? Of course, we still need to focus on making money, whatever way possible. London, however, could be happier, so I'll train a unit of town militia. In Gaza, which is our fortress, I'm going to train a unit of feudal knights for this army heading to take Jerusalem. What else? Our merchants,
Merchants at
who
your
can keep
service.
moving south
On
to
my
that
way.
ivory.
I'll need a wee rest before heading on south.
And Con, like I said, still under siege. Let's see if they attack us or not. I don't expect them to. I think they might just try to hold the siege. France fighting rebels over there in the north of their territory, near Bruges. Milan moving their diplomat east. I don't know why they'd do that. There's nothing really there. And we're being attacked by Prince Harry. Right. It's time to try to defend our castle. It is a siege battle, so I do feel relatively confident we will be able to hold. But it does depend what the enemy have. We've got a siege tower, ram, and ladders. We've got a lovely kill zone here. So for all the enemy troops to try to get close, they'll probably die some horrible deaths in there. Right. Pikemen. They're going to start at right in front of the gates. So if the enemy do get through, they will have to meet a wall of spears. We do have some archers, which I'm just going to deploy up here, manning the towers. The Highland nobles there, mercenary spearmen there, and I'm going to just chuck my spare general and my 22 Highlanders. The 22 Highlanders, they can just man that little bit there, and my general's bodyguards, move him over here. We also have a lot of cavalry, which could be useful. We'll see if it gets used. Right, here come the enemy forces. Right, it does appear that the enemy ladders are manned fully by peasants. And you know what really is good against peasants? A massive cavalry charge. So my plan is, rout the peasants on the ladders, just like so, and pull back to the square before we take too many other casualties. I mean, the English are shooting at us. Can't tell if it's with longbowmen. No, they don't have longbowmen yet, which is a blessing. So there we go, those ladders no longer being manned, which is lovely. Just enables me to feel a bit more secure. Let's hope the gates close. I've had situations in the past where the gates decide they don't want to close. For now, we're just kind of shooting at the enemy with our peasant archers. They're doing their job. Our general and some other bodyguard units. There's another guy in here. He's just gonna man the gates. Hopefully we can set one of these things on fire. The ram has appeared to merge with their siege tower, which looks a bit odd. But for now, we're just shooting at their siege tower. Hopefully, eventually, get set on fire. There's a lot of towers shooting at it, so I feel slightly confident. Now, one thing to consider is, now the enemy cannot get up the ladders. Oh, silly me, the peasants have decided to stop routing. They're going to man the ladders again. I thought we could move some mercenary spearmen to a different position, but it seems they're still needed. Come on, we need to set that siege tower on fire as fast as we can. Our general can be there to help those pikemen stay strong and not rout. I really need the siege tower to set on fire. It's kind of vital. The peasants with the ladders are moving away. So for now, those mercenary spearmen can move over here. The enemy are battering at our gates, which is not great. However, we have our pike wall waiting for them. So if they do break through, we're waiting. What is manning the siege tower? It appears to be some billmen, which are not bad. We killed 20% of the enemy forces, just sitting here, shooting at them. Our pikemen still manning those gates. They're about to fall.
The enemy's ram has breached the gate.
Okay. We need to just hold now. Hold the gates and hope the enemy don't get through. Our Highland nobles should be able to deal with the men in the siege tower, and for now it's just about holding this gate. The enemy tried to get through. They're met with a wall of pikes, which is holding them back, at least for now. Our mercenary spearmen, they need to earn their pay. We're going to try to kill the enemy general, I believe, but it's a fierce fight in there. I'm going to attempt to commit all my knights, all my units, to aid those beleaguered defenders. I don't know how long they're going to be able to hold, but it's going to be a close one. We've got more reinforcements, cavalry coming in every second. We've got mailed knights. They're going to attempt to press through the mass and get really quite nice close. Might try to kill the general's bodyguard. I see him there. Prince Harry. I think that's a unit routing. There we go. The billmen. Their general's bodyguard taking casualties. I think we might be able to win. Our Highland nobles, they look like they're doing a smashing job just slaughtering those billmen. And so far the general's bodyguard is not doing well. Still trying to hold our positions. I want our peasant archers to turn around and start shooting down there. I don't know if they will be able to do that. They appear to be shooting directly down, which is not what I wanted. The enemy are pushing us back, but they're taking casualties. Are these billmen any close to routing? They're wavering, so I need these Highland nobles. They are vital for this fight. I'm just waiting for them to rout. Our general still holding the gates for now. Those billmen just need to rout. A few of them, they're starting to fight to the death, which is good. Okay, our peasant archers, a few of them actually beginning to shoot properly, so they're shooting down from the towers into the massed peasants. And our Highland nobles still cutting through the billmen. They...
Oh, Lord have mercy. Our leader lies slain upon the battlefield.
That is not ideal. The entire enemy army is fighting to the death. Wait. Do you see that? if I just pull back slightly and let them flee, they will begin to run off and die. There we go.
He flees the field of battle and abandons his
And now
men.
we can just charge in and start attempting to kill them. For some reason they are not fleeing properly.
Our men have captured the
Okay,
enemy
that's
general.
brilliant.
Guard him well, so we can watch us defeat the rest of his army.
Perfect.
My lord, only half our force remains.
That is fine. We are winning. We're winning the battle. The Highland nobles come in. We're taking prisoners by the hundreds. We're charging the peasant archers, which are the last thing not routing. But I think the battle is won. All that's really left is those peasant archers, which are wavering. They're on the edge. For some reason, they're desperately fighting on.
The enemy army flees the
But we have
field.
broken the
After
English
them.
force.
Cut the cowards down.
We are going to hunt them down. Kill as many of them as we can. We have successfully defended Caen. Killed the biggest English army, which was a threat to us. Which means England, all they have is a general and a bit of town militia and wrens. As far as I've seen. I'm happy. Heroic victory there. 621 beat 1070.
Let all who remember this day remember
That's
the
a pretty
day
good
of our
victory.
most glorious
You have to
victory.
admit. Yes, we took casualties. But if you win and you can retrain your troops, casualties doesn't matter. It's about beating the odds and holding where you need to. We're going to execute their prisoners. I'm not letting their prince survive. There is that last English general. I'm going to pull back with my small force against Prince
Pull
Paul.
back and regroup.
We're pulling back.
Marched our limit.
Oh. It appears the English are going to try and fight us. I mean, I'd like to see them try. I don't want them, even though they are probably going to win.
Glory for
I'm going to
Scotland!
try and sit on a hill, form a skiltron, and hold for as long as possible. Might even sit in a
My lord,
forest.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
I mean, I can't really do much. Skiltrons. Okay, if we get them bunched together as close as possible, we create a wall of spears that the enemy hopefully can't get through. So I hope their general decides to charge us, and he gets met with this. Let's see what they've got. I will be very worried if they have archers, but it appears they do not, which is a massive blessing. Because if they had archers, we'd be dead for certain. All they've got is some town militia and a general. We probably will lose. However, our formation might make it more likely that we take a lot of them with us before we go. And if their general decides to charge us, that is when we really have the best chance. Here come the town militia, recruited from Wrens, meeting with our lines. And it's all about seeing how long we hold. The general's just sitting back, watching it happen. And let's see how long we hold. I mean, I don't expect to win. I just want to take as many of them with us as possible.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this mess.
Yeah, I can see how you might think that. I mean, we're taking a lot of them down. A lot of those town militia. Our general needs to get involved. He's not really doing much. Here we go. He needs to start killing the enemy. Our general's unit. We're using everything we've got. We've killed a lot of their army. There's like just a ring of dead bodies around our Skiltron. But for now, all we can do is just hold our position and hope that they magically all rout away. But so far, that doesn't seem too likely. So we just have to hold our position
Lord have mercy.
and hope.
We have lost half our men.
Yes, I expected that to happen. Our general's the last thing not routing. All the other cowards have run off and left. But our general, I hope he holds.
Defeat is a bitter pill to swallow.
Okay, they
It's
did
time to
win.
be our foe that sucks
We
on
killed
the
146 of them. But that was not ideal.
Marching to battle, sire.
We're retreating back to Caen. How is it that they have the movement range to retreat all the way back to our castle, but they can't retreat when the English army goes up and attacks them? Doesn't make any sense, but it's fine. Egypt, they're not really being too threatening at the moment. It's not too worrying. The Portuguese, I think that we're at war with them, yeah. They were smashing our navies with their own. Let's see what they want to say. Oh, you're joking. They really want peace. They started the war. Well, let's see if they'll give me some land. I want Pamplona. Will they agree to this? No. Well, they're going to have to pay me a tribute. Let's see. 300 for 10 turns. Will they accept that? Yes, I want that. There we go. That's going to start earning us a bit more money. And the Portuguese aren't going to be killing us as much. Where was our king? How did our king die? Oh, yes. In the battle. I forgot. Gaza's got the feudal knights. We're making money now. We've been reconciled. I mean, things have been looking pretty miserable. But they are just starting to look a bit better. That's pretty good. Okay. We have a new faction leader. The old one died. We're going to besiege Jerusalem. First, we need to scare off that army. Oh. This guy has the max general. He is the best general we have. I turn on attempt to night attack. So I'm going to deal with that army. So I'm just going to kill one of them armies and then besiege them. There's a small army outside blocking my route in. And since they cannot fight in night attacks, their reinforcements are not going to be usable. Here's our motley crew. The Crusaders who originally went off to Cairo to fight for Christendom. They're still alive. They're still fighting. What's that? Is that all they've got? A unit of peasant archers? My general should rout them just instantly. Smash them. Pull back. Charge. And end battle, clear victory. There we go. And now we can easily besiege Cairo. Just blitz through that army. And we can besiege Jerusalem. Very nice. Let's send some reinforcements into that army. I don't see why they're not needed. There we go, that general can have his first bit of fighting experience. Appears that region, the Cheddar region, is also still controlled by the enemy. There's a lot going on there. Portuguese, we're now neutral with them, which is very nice. Right, what do I need to build that makes me money? I think I would like to probably in Novgorod or Helsinki. Helsinki, let's build a road and a farm. Novgorod, make sure it doesn't riot. We'll train a few bits of town militia. Very nice. Our merchant, he can keep moving south. And our other merchant
at your service. Opening a
Oh.
new trade lane, sire.
There's a merchant here. 40% chance. Let's try. There we go. We acquired all his assets.
We'll start sending these back to Scotland.
And now we are making money. That also, when you acquire foreign merchants' assets, it gives you a lot of money. So, just like that, we now can train a pretty formidable force to defend Gaza. Very good. David the Crusader, our incredible general. He's very good. He's very chivalrous, very loyal, very pious. He's got a lot of things here. That's quite good. We're now besieging
It will be an honor
Jerusalem.
defeating you. Aye.
Right.
Course plotted.
Let's go
That's
kill some
right,
English
fool.
navies. We're blockading Alexandria for our mission. What are the French doing? Don't really trust the French. They'll probably try to attack me sooner or later. Knowing them. The English, not doing anything too scary. All they've got is Wrens. They're not that big of a threat. I don't really feel too threatened by them. The Egyptians doing their thing. I think there might be more merchants in that Dongola region. So I think might try and acquire some more of them. Get that merchant to be very high level. And maybe eventually he can make his way to Timbuktu to make some money. Portugal. Portugal. We just made peace. Oh, the Pope is dead. The Pope believes the flames of eternal damnation are too good for me.
Merchant at your service.
Which is a bit
On my
harsh.
way. Merchant at your service.
Let's go see if there's some
As
other
you say,
merchants.
sire.
There we go.
Who's
Let's go try and take that merchant's assets. There is Dongola,
Seizing
the
enemy
Moss of
assets
Bailey,
on your orders, sire.
and we're going to try and put a general in Novgorod and raise the taxes.
Okay? Sorry. I must remain vigilant.
I don't trust you, Portugal. You seem like you're about to try to besiege me.
Sorry. I must remain. Aye.
Let's go smash that navy. There we go.
These be Scottish waters now, sire.
They do be Scottish waters. And let's take a look at the balance of power.
Leading the men with honor, sire.
Quite good. Clear defeat though. Just gonna load up the autosave. So it means we need to keep besieging it for now. Very nice. Just
Fleet ready.
probably think
Aye, my lord.
we should
Engaging
take
the
some of
enemy.
those dismounted feudal knights we just trained in Gaza.
Aye. Aye, lord.
They
March.
might be very beneficial for our armies.
Forward.
Might make
Aye, my
capturing Jerusalem a lot easier. Okay, so we besiege Jerusalem for now. We continue building up our troops near Caen to make sure we can take Rennes eventually. Finally deal with those English scum who are being very annoying. There's a random Spanish merchant. Might try and acquire all his assets. Because why not? Rennes looking pretty undefended right now. It's looking like a pretty juicy target. Or Egyptians, not doing anything too threatening. I'm not too scared of them at the moment. You know, Jerusalem, we should be able to take that relatively soon. The Danes, the Portuguese not attacking me. Thank goodness. That's quite useful. I don't want an explorer's guild. 3 units of feudal knights at my capital. Oh yes, my capital's London. I changed it. I don't need them. I know they're amazing, but I'm just trying to conserve my money at the moment. And I think, you know, getting a lot of expensive knights
Aye.
might not be the best for that.
Aye, king.
Those guys, there's only 34 of them. And what else is a small unit? Let's go. That one.
Aye.
I will swap it all out with those guys.
Aye, lord.
And this army can go back to Gaza. They fought well, but now we've got some new knights who should continue the siege. against the Egyptians.
Merchant at your service.
Let's move our merchant around here.
Merchant at your service.
We'll get ready to acquire his
My
assets.
sultan wishes you dead.
I'm going to start training some priests. Just because I want to. Because if you get enough cardinals, you can kind of stack the vote in your favour.
Be of service?
Going to head south.
Of course, sir. Merchant at your service.
Where's that Spanish
As you
merchant?
say, sire.
There he is.
Looking to lose a competitor then, sire.
A 95% chance of acquiring that merchant's assets.
I can.
Somehow failed. That's embarrassing for the merchant. I'm embarrassed for him with that kind of thing. It's not very good. He's done a pretty horrid job if he's allowed that to happen. Have we got any outstanding missions? No. Let's end turn. England, they're still there. I still need to deal with them eventually. It is rather important that we do eventually manage to take them out. Soon we should be able to take Jerusalem. What else is going on? The Egyptians, are they trying to reinforce Jerusalem there? That's what it looks like to me. They've got quite a lot of troops around there. Portugal, I think they might be going to try and take Bordeaux. And the Poles are being very sneaky again. They're deciding to attack Riga. That's not very nice of them. Okay. New mission. The guild requests. Okay. So the Explorers Guild believes that I need to take Rennes. If I do it, the Explorers Guild will be very happy with me, and I'll get florins. Of course, we don't want to disappoint the very important guilds, do we?
Where's the fight?
I mean, I'm planning to take it anyway,
My king.
so I might as well go do that. Actually,
Will be fought
kill
against
Harolds.
the enemy. These be Scottish waters now. Come on.
They
me.
do be Scottish waters.
My king.
We trained a few things. Just bolster our forces.
Aye, my liege.
Going to save Scottish backup. There we go. And we're going to see if this time we can take Jerusalem. There we go. Execute the prisoners. We've taken Jerusalem. Sacked it for an absolutely stupendous amount of cash. And with that money,
Aye,
I've
my
got some
liege.
plans.
Aye,
First things first,
Aye, my liege.
I need a few mercenaries
I look
to deal with all
forward to
these
fighting you.
Aye, my
Poles,
liege.
which are being very annoying.
I
And what
respect
else?
you,
Well,
my enemy.
I need to probably train some men in Con. And by some, I mean as many as physically possible. And honestly, there's not much else I want to do. Build a few things. Helsinki can be upgraded. Novgorod. What can we build here? We'll build a church. We'll train some spearmen and a priest. Poor relations with the Danes.
I can.
I mean, I've no clue what we've done to them. Try and acquire this merchant. Does it work? No. We failed to acquire his assets. That's fine. Rennes still looking relatively undefended. The English. They're sending out diplomats. What are their plans? They're trying to besiege Caen, but I'm not worried. I really don't think that's too much of a threat. And what
The enemy
else?
has surrounded us. We're besieged.
We are besieged. That is a fact. The Turks, the Egyptians, not doing anything. I'm not worried about Egypt. We've taken a lot of land. We're now we're basically creating our own Crusader kingdom, our own Crusader state here, the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Portugal declared war on me again. How very smart of them. I don't know why they would do that, but they did. We failed to acquire his assets.
Merchants at your service.
I'm going to try again, and it backfired. It's not very good, is he, that merchant?
Fleet ready. All ashore at once.
Let's besiege Rennes.
Enemy march here to the slaughter.
How many are there?
Fight.
A few.
Aye.
Now,
Closing to
I
crush
think
the enemy.
before we finish
Their doom.
this episode,
Seek an audience with us like this. The Sultan has killed
we
men
might...
for lesser insults.
Oh,
If you came to
he's
insult
being a
us,
bit,
it has worked.
aggressive there. But basically, I want to fight two more battles, actually,
Aye, my liege.
before we finish.
Leading the men with honor, sire.
One, to scare off these Poles who dare attack Riga. And second, will be to take Rennes. Okay, let's get into taking out the Poles with our mercenary army. Going to wait for the weather to clear. There we go. Oh, we got a bit of fog here. Lovely. We've got some mercenary spearmen and mercenary crossbowmen. It's basically an all mercenary army apart from the general. And what have they got there? I'm not sure, but it looks interesting. Where's the rest of their army? In the forest over there. We have our AI reinforcements arriving. And we're just currently going to attack whatever that is. It's Polish nobles. My favourite. At least their range is pretty appalling. So, you know, they're javelin cavalry. So hopefully that should enable us to deal a lot more damage against them. Because we'll be able to shoot them like this without them getting too close. They've also got other Polish nobles around here, as well as some spearmen. That's literally their name. Those Polish nobles, they can be taken out by a general. He's going to smash into them. Kill quite a few. And we are attacking the Polish nobles with our spearmen, which should do some pretty good damage against. I just got to watch and make sure their spearmen don't end up crashing into me.
Tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
It will
We
crash
have
into me
sent the
due to that
cat
little
to hell.
cutscene there.
Our men are winning
Run,
the battle.
run, run.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
That is what I like to hear. We're now just going to kill everything else that's still fighting. And the battle should be won. I'm going to make sure my general doesn't die to a random Polish guy's spear.
Only half the enemy force remains.
We're doing pretty well against all these Poles. I don't know why they'd want to attack me. Don't know what they get out of it. But I'm sure showing them who's boss. Those Poles. Here we go. Last few people. We're just going to push them against the map borders. And we smash into them. Obliterating nearly all of them.
Cowardly. All of Christendom will
Very
be in
good.
awe
Clear
of the
victory. Not too surprised. I can get rid of most of the mercenaries. Our enemy refused to pay the ransom, which is a bit odd. Most of the troops
Aye, my lord.
I want to disband, because I don't want to be too poor. Wait, what? Milan control Venice? I did not expect that. Interesting. Jerusalem's still angry. I'm going to end one turn. And then we're going to try and take the English capital. That's pretty much my plan. The French not doing anything threatening. Spain, likewise. Venice, Milan. Again, not threatening. Milan look really strong at the moment. They look pretty scary. The English didn't quite manage to relieve the siege of Rennes fast enough. Jerusalem openly rioting. That's fine. I'm not too bothered. So if I had more money, I'd definitely be expanding a lot faster. I'm just not in the best place. The Poles besieging Novgorod. For some unknown reason, they've decided to attack me with a measly little army.
Sire, the enemy lays siege
I
to
don't
our
think
walls.
they'll be able to take me on. Paper states not doing anything rebels. Just one heretic. There we go. And we do actually have some money here. Luckily. Jerusalem is rioting.
An enemy to crush.
And our last battle, we should be able to take Rennes. And the English threat has been eliminated. There go the English. We can tax this settlement like crazy. And I'm going to start training some units. Because next episode, the French, they look like a pretty juicy target to me. With the other money, just gonna probably retrain a few troops if I can. It appears I cannot. One turn will have that fancy new wall. We can scare off the Poles
My king.
like this.
Closing in the enemy.
Oh, it appears we cannot beat them, apparently.
Battle
I'll wait
will
for them to
resolve
attack.
our differences.
But that's fine.
Fight you
Upgrading that to a castle.
Closer.
We are in an okay situation.
I can.
Could be doing better.
The grapples and prepare
Could
to
not.
go.
But when we start invading France, when we push back the Poles, do a bit of a counterattack, when we hold Jerusalem and start making money from it, we're on the cusp of our empire becoming something truly great. A great empire in France, a great empire in Russia, and a great empire in the Middle East. Well, thank you for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Leave a comment if you've got something to say. Hope you enjoyed watching, and stay tuned for the next episode.